Welcome back to another episode of Podcast P, a Wave Sports and Entertainment original. It's your guy, PG, and I'm joined by the ultra-talented co-host to my left, Jackie Long.
Yeah!
And Dallas Rutherford. We here at the Las Vegas Apparel, here for Summer League, and I'm happy to welcome my newest teammate, the rising star himself, newest Most Improved Award winner, Tyrese Maxey. My dog.
Man, I appreciate that, brother.
Yes, sir, bro.
Glad
Yes,
to
sir,
be
bro.
here. Glad to be here.
Congrats on the Most Improved Award as well, capping off the season.
Yeah, I appreciate that,
with
man.
a great finish.
Appreciate that. A lot of work went into it, man. You know, like it's you as a kid, you grow up saying, I always say I want to get 1% better, and for me to win that award, it meant a lot to me, dog.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool.
Mm-hmm. How you been though? How's the summer been going so far? Because you got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Got a new dude.
Yeah.
New dude.
Yeah.
You just talking about the underbraid.
I was just telling him I like the new look you got.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, it's our first time losing since I've been in the league in the first round. Had too much time on my hands, so I'm like, shit, I'll try something new, and I came up with this. But offseason been smooth though, man. It's been a way different offseason for me. You know, we had contract stuff and just a lot of different things I had to do. I got to go to Paris. You know, had to wait to work out. You know what I'm saying, for all those reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So glad to get ready to ramp that back up and get ready to have a good year this year.
I want to congratulate you on a new deal. Obviously, you know that's major, life-changing money right there coming out of your rookie deal to then sign that. You waited a year before signing, that's another level of maturity right there. Talk to us a little bit about that process.
Right.
Of them coming to you, this is the future of what the team could look like, but we need you to hold out, if you can, to sign the following year.
Right. This is going to be my first time really being able to talk about it. So, like, for me, like, shoot, it was hard. You know what I'm saying? Way hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put in a lot of work, you know what I'm saying? And when the work shows and the results come and you perform at the highest level as far as just stepping into different roles and doing whatever they ask you to do, like, you start and you get hurt, you come off the bench, you go back to starting, you know what I'm saying? Play one, play two, you know what I mean? Do all those different things. And, you want to reap the benefits, of course, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, when it came to me, when the opportunity presented itself, it's hard. You see your peers get paid. You see your peers, reap the benefits that they deserve. And like, you just feel like you failed yourself because all the work that you put in.
Mm-hmm.
But, I understood where they were coming from. And, I think it worked out. It worked out in the long run. I feel like not just for myself, but for the team as well.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think I'm sitting here with one of my teammates because of it.
Yes, sir. What was that initial like? Because I saw, the stuff on social media that the Sixers posted, and it was for obvious reason an emotional moment. You had your family there. They did a whole big, thing for you, which I'm glad they kind of highlighted how significant of a moment that was for you. After signing, though, what did that feel like? Now you official.
Yeah.
That's a big boy. I got the big boy deal now.
Man, you know what though? It's funny because like somebody asked me, yesterday I was walking around in Vegas like, what'd you get yourself? I ain't got myself nothing. I'm just happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy. Like, I still get to work out and all those things, but it's just a blessing, man. I thank God every single day that I'm able to get up and actually go out there and work out and put my best efforts out there so the world can see it. And now I just feel like I have a little bit better platform that I can show the world that I'm working. I can show inspire others and do different things like that. But I'm happy, man. Really just blessed. My parents are happy and they're situated, my family, and that makes me happy.
The streets say otherwise. The streets say otherwise, that you went crazy. That's
what is that? Crazy doing what?
You tell me.
About 10 cars,
Not yet.
10 watches.
You didn't get anything?
Not yet. I haven't.
He might be in Philly like
He got them earrings.
he got the earrings.
Oh, these? Nah,
he got them earrings.
Nah. These fake.
Love that.
These fake. These ain't even real. I ain't getting nothing yet, bro. I don't know. Like, I'm so like.
What's on the list? Like, because I as a kid coming from nothing, right? I always had something that I aspired. Like, that's gonna be what, to me, that's gonna be something that symbolizes you made it.
Right. I'll say this though, like, thankfully, like I worked extremely, like my mom and my dad worked extremely hard. So like we weren't, I ain't gonna say we had a lot of stuff. Like we didn't have everything, but they did a good job of like, making it seem like that they were, they were good and like anything that we asked for, they tried to make it, come to light. So for me, like right now, I'm just trying to give back to them. You know what I'm saying? Probably help them get out of the house where I want them to move out from where, where we grew up at. And then honestly, maybe try to get a crib or something in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that. And we'll figure it out from there. But right now I'm just high off life.
Right,
I'm just good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to work hard. Now I feel like I'm good so I can just work hard and get way better on my game. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused. I'm like not locked in on the contract, nothing. I just work on my game and try to go get a W now.
P, what's it like seeing these young guys with the size of the contracts? Obviously, they're a little bit different than when you were his age. I want to know what it's like for you to see just the growth of the NBA and the contracts, but also when you got your first big deal, was there something that you went out and splurged on, or did you do anything special when you got that first deal?
Yeah, to answer the first part, like I love it. I love that y'all getting money. Like that's just a credit to where the league is going. Yeah. That's a credit to the viewership that y'all are creating. Like it's basically the league looking at, or the world looking at the league of like the product that's being put out there. Like we want a part of that. We want a part of that. And that's a credit, obviously the people before us had a lot to do with it. The people that are doing it now, you think of LeBron's, KD, Steph, and then the future, yourself, Luka, Shea, like y'all, Edwards, like y'all are taking it even further. And so that's more so just networks like, man, I want to be attached to that. So it's a collection of everything. And I'm a fan of the money going up and y'all getting y'all bread. For me, my first purchase, I think I got a Ferrari. Like,
I think
wait, that's what the streets are saying.
That's what the streets are saying for me.
He thinks he got a Ferrari.
I think I got a Ferrari.
His sister here, she can tell us. What'd he get, T? Ferrari?
Hey, you know what's funny? You know what's funny about this story? I just made my deal, right? And I was still trying to be cheap at the same time. So like,
that's me. I promise you it is.
This how cheap I was though. My ass went on eBay
to look
up Ferraris.
You're sick, bro.
I swear.
Get a refurbished Ferrari?
I bought my first Ferrari on eBay.
I'm so young. I didn't know they did Ferraris on eBay.
I didn't know either.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know either. I was like, damn, I want one.
I thought eBay would just shoot.
Like what's the cheapest one I could get?
Say, what do you remember the cheapest one you
bought a 430. I bought a 430 all black. I was going through, it was low mileage. The dude was actually a cool dude. But he owned a ton of cars. He had a huge car collection. He owned a ton of cars, and he was like, "I'll sell it to you." He was a fan. I'll sell it to you. So I got it for the low.
Oh, and
it was actually a smooth transaction because like I said, low mileage on a Ferrari. It was a 430. It was damn near brand new, and I got it for the low.
Did you love it?
I loved it because. To what I told you, like, what was that thing that symbolized you made it? For me, as a kid, it was a Ferrari. Right. Like, I don't care if I got 100,000 in the bank.
Right.
Like, I got a Ferrari in the garage. Yeah, I'm lit. I made it. Like, you can't tell me nothing.
I got a little chicken on
it. So, yeah. So, for me, that's what that kind of symbolized. And then it's funny, ironic enough, like, every deal that I signed, I went and got a different Ferrari. Like, so that's kind of just how.
So, that means we better get another Ferrari.
It's on the way. It's on the way.
I can't wait to see it. Yeah. I just can't wait to see it now.
Wait, how much was the Ferrari?
I think I ended up paying like 120 grand or something like that.
You actually got it from eBay?
From eBay.
And did you handle the transaction outside of eBay, or did you actually, because when you buy something on eBay, it has to kind of go through like their payment processing and stuff like that, or did you like work a deal with them once you met them and kind of handled it on the side?
I met him. I introduced him to my financial partner and let them,
love that.
do the transactional
that didn't
stuff.
Matter.
That didn't matter. When is the car gonna be here?
Yeah, what are you talking about? I need my Ferrari.
Yeah, I need to map out my summer when this car gonna get here.
Who did you get that car to? You still got it?
No, I ended up trading it in
to get another Ferrari.
Once I signed another deal.
Hilarious.
That's hard. I ain't gonna lie, that's hard.
Yeah.
I've said this
That's
story.
a good idea though. That's smart. Like
it's just little things to kind of like, you know what I mean, highlight
right.
where
Yourself.
where I've come from, like how far I've made it. It's just a small thing. So like when I drive that car, it's like it's a different feeling. It's not like because I'm not a person that I don't got 20 cars. I got 3 cars.
So you know what? You made me feel better about the decision I'm about to make because I wasn't gonna say it on here, but shoot, okay, cool.
Let's hear it.
You made me feel a little better now. You made me feel a little better.
I feel like you gotta do little, you know what I mean, little moments like that. Like,
Right.
Just don't do it the cheap way. I got lucky.
I've said the story before, Jackie, but I remember when he got the car and I was in Indiana and we went out to dinner or something like that. And he's like, hey, yo, can you put this bag in the trunk? I'm like, yeah, bro, no problem. You know what I mean?
He
So I go to the back. I'm like,
What's this?
Where's the trunk at, bro? And he's like, no, bro, it's in the front. But I remember that part.
When was that?
This was in Indiana.
This was in Indy.
Like what? No. I know where it went. Like what year is that?
What year was this? This was like 2013, 2014.
Sheesh.
You didn't have to get it like specially made to seat because you're so tall. You know they was
No,
cars so
as soon as I
small.
bought it, sent it right to Cali.
On they adjusted the seat and everything.
Got
for you.
the windshields hooked up, got the wheels on it, got it painted. Yeah, as soon
So
as
you
I
wasn't driving like this.
got the seats pushed back. Yeah, I did all that. As soon
But
as I
I
bought
want to
it.
know what
I
you're
could
getting,
see
though.
Chip.
Me?
Yeah, you kind of, I'm not going to let you off the hook here. You
You see how I tried to just
I just want to know what, come on.
try to throw that in there like that?
I'm
Bro,
saying
tell
you
us.
said, like, I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah,
but now that you said it.
So he went crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't. So the thing is, I didn't do it yet. I'm still like, I'm in the process of like, man, like I want to be like all the details got to be right. Like,
Yeah.
like you said, like I don't want to do it the cheap way. Like I want to make sure if I'm gonna get it something, I'm gonna get exactly what I want. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like I've been looking at. I wanted the years. That was my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause I live in. I mean, we play in Philly, so it's
Mhm.
like the cars, the road. I don't like cars.
Mm-hmm.
So like I've been looking at the years and I'm trying to figure out like, man, which one's the best one? What's that? So I don't want to do the cheap way. Like you said, I want to get the best thing popping. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Once I want it exactly how I want it, exactly what it looked like, every single thing. So that made me feel way better.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
As
My
you
OG
should.
said, look, my OG said it's okay. It'll be all right.
Yeah,
then.
you good, big dog. Because you know what, you got 3 or 4 more of these coming
To go
You know what I
get.
mean?
Yep. You ain't wrong.
So
You ain't wrong.
that's just how I looked at it.
You ain't wrong.
P had mentioned you having to wait a bit to help facilitate some things this off season, and now that both of y'all are teammates, which is amazing, and I love this. Walk me through your emotions when you found out that PG was coming to Philly.
You see the things like throughout the year on social media or whatever, but you can't never believe that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once the year ended and all that stuff happened, and it's like, I got a call from Big Fella. Like, man, he went down the free agent list, and he's like, that's what he wanted to do. That's what he wanted to do. And I'm like, listen, man, hey, I'm gonna ride with you till the wheels fall off. And I think it's a great idea. Like I was watching one podcast like that you talked about the other day. It's like the fit is crazy if you think about it. Like we got if not the best player in the world, the best big man in the world, Big Fella Joel,
Thanks.
and then myself, a guard, and then a wing. That's like
Best of
you
both
can't ask for
worlds.
nothing better than that. You know what I'm saying? Then in the place where we at, and then the city where we at, it's just like it seemed like the time of our careers is like all the right timing. So it's like. It's just like, I'm happy, man. I'm happy, and I'm ready to see what's going to look like. Of course, you got to go out there and put the work in, and still got to click, do the chemistry, and all those different things, and fill out, the rest of the roster. But when you look at it, it looks great.
Were you involved in the free agency pitches at all?
Not much, but a little bit. I'm
Little
still
stuff.
young. I'm still a small fish. So it's like I just kind of just go with what they asked me to do. You know what I'm saying? What Joel asked, and that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? I was happy with it. When they said it to me, when they said the idea, I was like, hey, I think it'd be a good idea. So I'm happy that it worked out.
It's gonna work.
Tyrese, I'm super excited for P just to have the opportunity to go to Philly and play in front of those fans. And just as a fan, you look at those Sixers fan base and they're known, to keep the players accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And so you've been in Philly for 4 years now. What advice would you give to P on playing in Philly with that type of fan base?
I say this, like for me, like I connect with the Philly fans because of like how I grew up. Like I never was given anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have, like I wasn't ranked high growing up. I had to go out and work for everything I got. So Philly fans, like the people, the residents there, they just feel very like passionate about their teams. It's like they work extremely hard. Like people that you see in the stands, those people, I'm not gonna say they working people. They work for those tickets. So when they come to the games, they just want to make sure it's like, hey, we giving it our all. You know what I'm saying? So I think P's a guy who he goes out there and he performs on both ends. So they're gonna appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? He comes up every single night that he's playing. You know, he's going out there, you know, to perform at the highest level and win. And all he talked about is winning. You know what I'm saying? Winning and going out there and playing the right way. And because of that, you know, it's gonna be easy, man. The sky's gonna be the limit. They're gonna love him. It's just the funny thing is I can't wait for him to see like just walking around Philly or being around Philly and like Philly fans giving advice and yelling and screaming. Like they big time fans. Like they really believe, like, you know, they know basketball, they know hoop. So it's amazing, man. They show up though. They there every game.
Yeah.
They sold out. It ain't you. Don't matter who be playing Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. Like it don't matter. They there. They gonna be there. So
when you in the city, they coming up to you like, yo, you gotta do this more.
Every single time they get something new every single time.
Yeah.
Like I tell my uncle and my brother, like it's just funny. Like I walk in somewhere and they just say, Maxie. First of all, they come up to you like they know you.
Yeah.
So like it's like, hey, what up, Max? I'm like, what up, baby? Y'all good? And they just give me their advice, man. Like, hey, you gotta start shooting your midi more. You gotta start doing this more. You gotta start being, you know, more aggressive. You know, it's nothing but love. I appreciate them, man. But I'm telling you, they're gonna show love. That's one thing that they're gonna really do. Like they're gonna rally behind us, I think, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Tyrese, I want to rewind it a little bit back to when you became a starter for the 76ers. And, you know, obviously you were working hard, but I think in the NBA, it's a lot about opportunity. And there was a little bit of controversy with Ben Simmons. Just walk us through kind of how you found out that you were going to be a starter.
Right. I mean, like you said, that opportunity is the biggest thing. And I think the second biggest thing is, you know, being ready for opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, my rookie year, like I got drafted into a team that was trying to win a championship. And, you know, myself, I work extremely hard, like you said, so I feel like I deserve to be on the court. But I had to go out there and earn that. You know what I'm saying? So training camp, I remember I started at the bottom of the, you know, lowest of the low. I didn't even have a jersey on. I had a penny on.
Yeah.
So like, you know, that put a chip on my shoulder day one. So I went out there and performed like the first 2-3 days of training camp. And that was like, you know, Sam threw me out there the next time with, you know, second group. Then he threw me out there with the starters for a little bit. So that was great. So, but, you know, going all the way to the, you know, the opportunity thing, it was like, we did like a little point guard, like a battle, like me, Shake Milton, and, you know, unfortunately, like Shake got hurt, so I ended up having to start. You know what I'm saying? And my thing was like, listen, if I get a chance to start, I get a chance to like kind of take over this role, I'm not looking back. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like I'm good enough. I feel like I'll, you know, work extremely hard to be here, and I deserve to be here. And that's how it came to fruition. And now we're here, and it is what it is. Like I love the opportunity. My only advice to, you know, younger people, I'm young, but younger people is like, be ready for the opportunity. You know, what you working for every single day. Now, I know you're working and it feel like you're not working for anything, but when that opportunity presents itself, you got to be ready for it. You can't go out there and stink it up.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go out there and, you know, elevate your game. So that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. I talked about it a little bit earlier, but after you signed the extension, Sixers, they showed the maximum support, right? They did the Maxey museum, and it was dope. The love that they poured around you to kind of show how much they appreciate you and your value and your worth being a Philadelphia 76ers. For you, going through that and seeing that appreciation, talk to us a little bit about like how that feel when you got an organization that's just backing you and they believe in you and you the future.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised. Like I didn't know what I was going up there for in the middle of that June, Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why am I going? Like what? Like nobody's telling me anything.
Yeah.
And then, you know, my whole family was there. My entire family was there. I got like a group of friends that I grew up with since I was young, like 4 or 5 friends that went to high school with me. They were there. So I'm like, man. And then my only friend that's in the Army, he's in the Army, so he did a video. So it's like everybody was there. And for me, man, it just meant the world to me, honestly, because like, dude, like I said, I put in so much work, man. I work so hard like every single day, still to this day. But like you know how it is, man. You want this so bad, not just for it's not even about the contract. It's not about the money. It's about like, man, I work so hard to be great. I work so hard to like get, you know, the recognition that I feel like I deserve. And they believed in me. They said it. Like, I mean, Coach Nurse came in last year and, you know, he said from day one, he's like, listen, I'm going to put the ball in your hands. You know, this, you know, Joel is Joel, but I need you to go out there and be aggressive. I need you to be yourself. And we believe in you. You know, Daryl said he believed in me, and I really do appreciate him for that, man. Yeah. I go out there every single night, every single, you know, time. It's time for me to put that jersey on, and I'm going to have their back just like they had mine. They took a chance on me at 21, and I'll never forget it.
Yeah. One of the dopest moments, I think, of going to a new situation and a new team is like the interaction when you somewhere else and people like, oh, kill it in Philly. Like,
Right.
like, oh shit, you from Philly? I didn't even know you was from Philly.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's dope that like you get that reaction and from different fans and all of this stuff. And I ain't been a Sixer long, but it's been so many times I've been out and people ask, like, I saw that they, you know, Maxey had the black Philly jersey on. Like, we bringing that back?
Oh, they for real about that.
Can you give us any confirmation? Is that official?
Nothing. Listen. I don't know the exact timeline of it.
Yeah.
I think there is a high possibility that it'll be back.
Okay.
I can't give the exact timeline. You know, that's like FBI information. But I mean, but I do know that
it's classified.
If they did that, it's a very high chance of it coming back. You know what I'm saying? And Dr. J says so as well. So.
Did you get to take that jersey back? Like they gave you that black jersey to keep, or that's just part of the museum, the Maxey Museum?
No, I think I'm keeping that one. I ain't gonna lie. Whether they coming back or not, that jersey had to come home with me. But no, it was hard though. I mean, like, you know, that jersey is iconic, man.
Yeah,
Philly
for
fans,
real.
they like, I'm telling you, if we ever show up in that jersey, it's gonna be crazy. But
And the blue one crazy too, like
both
that.
of them. The whole retro series of it, man, the court and everything. So we should see. I think they'll be back though, y'all. I think they'll be back.
I like how your big dog showed you some support, Joel, at the ceremony. And I gotta ask this. It's just, you gotta ask, man. With somebody as talented as Joel Embiid, man, how is it playing with that guy?
Yeah, you know, one of the first conversations I had with P, I was telling him, like, he was asking about that. And I'm like, bro, it's like, for me, like, a guy that kind of create his own shot and, you know, do things off the dribble and you know, have to do those things. When Joel's on the court, like, you so open sometimes, like, it feels like wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like P, like, he shoot 41% from three. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when he play with big fella and they have to trap him, they have to triple team him, it's gonna be times next year, like, he's gonna be so, like, he gonna catch the ball. I'm telling, like, at the beginning, like, training camp, he gonna catch the ball and be like, bro, why am I so open?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not right for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? We talking about Paul George, a guy that been a superstar in the league for a long time. It's like the rotation and stuff, he's just so open. Like, he's so dominant. Like, he has to see another body or he's going to get 70. He's going to get, you know what I'm saying? He's going to score almost every possession.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I think Joel has really grown as a player and as a leader since I've been there. Because, like, now, like, he's so much more vocal as far as, like, so much more involved in the team. Like, he knows guys. And, like, I feel like that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? When your best player, when your franchise player is connected, he's going out there, he's showing love to his teammates, he's motivating his teammates. Now, Joel motivates his teammates in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He tells me I suck when I'm not, you know, when I'm not playing game, bro, you suck right now. I need you to pick it up. But that's good. Like, I need that. You know what I'm saying? We need that. And it's great. No, he's going to love it, man. It's going to be crazy.
But you playing with him, of course, for a while. What would you say is your favorite performance by Embiid?
My favorite performance? He's had some special ones since I've been there, man. I mean, he had 70 last year in like 34 minutes. It was just
That's
like,
crazy.
it's just like unbelievable. It was one game we played Utah. I think this was my third year. And he had like 60 points, like 18 rebounds, 7 blocks, 9 assists, game winner. It was like, and it wasn't like, it was like in the flow of the game. It wasn't like, oh, we just throwing to Joel and standing. It was just like, I come off pick and roll, pocket pass, bucket. You know what I'm saying? Late clock, give it to him, bucket. Like, he was just so dominant, man. And then defensively, I just remember I think it was my third year, like before he got hurt in the playoffs. He's like, man, this year in the playoffs, I'm gonna average like 3 blocks. I'm like, but you're not averaging like 3 blocks? That's a lot of blocks. You know what I mean? Like, averaging 3 blocks in the playoffs.
Right.
And like at the end of the playoffs, like we looked up, man was averaging 3 blocks. Like, he does stuff like that. He'll say stuff like my second year, he'll say stuff like, I'm gonna be Dirk today. He'll go out and dominate the game, like just shooting all fadeaways. Or if I'm gonna be Shaq today, he'll go out and dominate the game in the post. And I remember one time, I asked him, I asked him, bro, who you gonna be today? Like before the game, who you gonna be today? He's like, I'm gonna be Joel Embiid. That's when he had the 59. And I'm like, this man's unbelievable. Like, he's that good. But he's not just raw talent. He really works on his game, man. Like, a lot of people don't see that, but like, he work on his game, he work on his body, he work on staying healthy. So, you know, I shout out to Joel.
That's a crazy range though. Like,
Dirk and Shaq.
I could be Dirk and Shaq.
Like,
yeah.
Shaq.
And then now he dribbling, so it's like
like that's like a singer. Like, I can be a soprano and a fucking.
It's unbelievable, bro.
Yeah, like I can.
Like Michael Jackson and Lil Baby.
Barry White your ass too. Like.
It's wild, bro.
So we talked a little bit about this, about you know, your growth, right? When Joel went down and you had to take on a bigger role, you averaged 26, 5, 3 during that stretch of missing big fella. But you talked about it was a maturation process. Talk to us a little bit about what you had to learn the most going through that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it was difficult. So like in the past, like my first 3 years, like when Joe didn't play or James didn't play, you be ready because like, man, I'm about to get off.
Right.
And teams don't like scout for it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a random Wednesday and Joe ain't playing, James ain't playing. You know, teams come in like, oh man, it's a cakewalk. And I go out there and I have like 30 and we'll win. You know what I'm saying? But now, like I've been playing a lot and I've been, scoring those type of numbers and with Joel. Now without Joel, you know how it is. It's all like focuses on you like heavy now. It's like I saw so many different defenses. Like I remember one time I came out and Utah was in like boxing one from like the jump. Like, bro, I didn't even see boxing one in high school.
Right.
So I'm like, bro, like what is going, like, you know what I'm saying? So like I had to learn, like, I got to get my teammates involved. I got to know how to like manipulate the game a little bit. Okay, I'm driving to pass right here. I'm driving to get certain people going. And then like once it comes to like the fourth quarter and I know I kind of create my own shot and like get jiggy with it, then I would do that. But it took some time. I had to talk to a lot of people. Like I was able to kind of like reach out to guys. Like I talked to Donovan Mitchell a little bit. I was able we played the Mavs and I got to talk to Kyrie a little bit. And they just gave me a lot of pointers because at the time I'm just going, like, you got to really think the game. You know what I'm saying? But I was just hooping. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really thinking the game. Like I watched the film and all that, but I wasn't thinking the game, manipulating the game. Now as like a point guard, it's so much easier for me. Like I've had the opportunity to like grow and make mistakes. So now like when I came to the playoffs, I was saying it was big for me. I knew like, okay, I'm driving right here. They're going to help. I'm hitting the tag man. Like I knew I'm hitting the pocket pass. I knew when to score. And like I was able to make reads and not turn the ball over come playoff time. So that was a big stretch for me. Like I think it was extremely huge for my development. And I'm thankful for it.
Everyone's got a thirst, a drive to be the next big thing, to put the world on notice. And for me, to be one of the best basketball players every night. So if you answer when your thirst calls, Sprite's for you.
Well, you know it is for me then. My drive has got me to where I am today as an actor. And Sprite is for the makers and the creators like myself, the visionaries that put in the work to build their dreams. Whether you're shooting a cinematic masterpiece on your phone, filling notebooks with sketchers, or you're up all night turning your bedroom into the booth. Keep going, y'all. Thirst is everything.
Having a role in my own mortgage company at the age of 35 has quenched my thirst to be as successful as I wanted, but even that hasn't stopped my drive towards greatness. Sprite is made for those who thirst for success and are working to make their dreams become a reality.
So keep going and remember to be true to yourself. Obey your thirst, Sprite.
Hey, y'all, let me put you on to something real quick. Oh, my God. I got something you need to check out. You ever heard of BLK app? That's BLK, not black, the BLK app. Come on, if you're not, you're missing all the way out. So look, check it, y'all. BLK is the largest dating and lifestyle app made specifically for the black community. Now, for those thinking it's just the same old scene, nah, BLK is switching things up. Sure, you can find your little boo thing on there if that's what you're looking for. But look, if you're looking to make things like a friend or you want to network, group chat with folks based on their shared interests or find out about events happening near you, BLK got it all, baby. That's all you got to do. The app's been around for almost 7 years now, and over 11 million people have downloaded. It's crazy. That's like what? The population of New York City and LA combined. If you download the app before and deleted it, God damn it, you're making me mad. Re-download it, okay? It's because they're introducing a bunch of new features. It's new people on there to meet. Oh my God, I forgot to let y'all know the favorite part. Did I mention? It's free. Yup, Free, free. So go download BLK today in the App Store or on Google Play. It's free. It's fun. It's for Check it out. Let me know what you think.
So Tyrese, this season you became an NBA All-Star for the first time, and I know P has talked about it, just how much of a surreal moment it was for him in his first All-Star game to be in that locker room with the best of the best, guys you grew up watching. What was one moment that you had during your time at All-Star Weekend that stood out to you the most?
I got two moments off the top of my head. I think one is just like walking into the locker room, seeing all these guys that you compete against. it's extremely like it's different. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm not used to being, you know what I'm saying, talking to these guys. Like I remember my locker was right next to Jalen Brunson's, and it's like for the first like 20 minutes, I ain't said one word to bro. Like I'm like, man, it's a competitor. I ain't talking to him.
Right.
And then he kind of broke the ice, and we chopped up a little bit. But then that's like now I feel like that would be like a lifelong friendship, which is kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? We still, as soon as the ball gets thrown up, we play the Knicks. It's all out war. You know what I'm saying? But like off the court, you know what I'm saying? That's I respect them. Like, I feel like we respect each other, so that's cool. And then the second thing I would say is like I had like a moment in the All-Star game with him. Like he scored, like he broke me down and scored me. And I was like my mama, I'm a competitor, so I'm like I gotta score them back. And then like maybe just like a quick moment, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, bro, I'm really like in a game with PG, Braun, you know what I'm saying? Those guys, and it's like it was a surreal feeling, man. Like for me, like I work so hard, so it's like when you finally like cross that threshold, it's like a relief on yourself, you know what I mean? And I was able to kind of just like go out there for the rest of the year and just hoop. Like I felt like, that just boosted my confidence even more. I'm already a highly confident guy. Like I just, I always feel like I'm, good. I can go out there and compete with whoever. Yeah. But that just kind of just boosted, and I'm thankful for it.
Did you get some jerseys and shoes signed that day?
I got my shoe. Everybody signed my shoes. So like the shoes that I had, everybody signed. Yeah. No, just my teammates. Just my teammates. Okay. Just my East teammates. But I was kind of nervous. Like I ain't wanted to ever ask. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, can you sign my? I ain't want to be that guy, but I had to like take that moment in. You know what I mean? Like it was surreal, bro. Like Dame was in there. Like I watched Dame so much growing up because he's a smaller guard.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, like I'm competing against this guy in the league, but like now I'm on the same team as bro. And like this is unreal. And I have an East jersey on. Like this is amazing.
Yeah.
P, I got one more follow-up because I asked him to give you some advice. I'd like for you to give him some advice just because we talked about getting the opportunity in the league. And as we know, not only is there a ton of talent coming in the NBA every year, but things can change in a blink of an eye. And I don't think people appreciate how long you've been able to maintain, being the best of the best in the NBA for such a long time. And so here, he just signed his first big deal. He's a starter, first-time All-Star. What advice would you give him on being able to maintain that for such a long time and having that longevity in the league?
I mean, what you see is like every player, the good ones, right? The ones that have the longevity, they understand of how to recreate or reinvent themselves every year, every 2 years. Like that's how much the game means to them, right? So like even now in this point in my career, year 14, going into year 15, I'm changing my diet. Like I need to now try to see how I can be elite to keep up with, 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds. So I'm changing my diet. Like, let me try to have this competitive advantage now. So I think like that's how I always approached every summer. Like, what can I do to be better?
Right.
How can I'll look at the season and I'll go through the year. And as the year goes on, I already got a markup of the shit that I'm not efficient in. Like, all right, I already know what I'm working on going into the summer. So when the summer comes, that's the first shit I address. Like, I need to get better at this. I need to get better at that. And over time, you just continue to just add on to your game. You know what I mean? And so I think it's just, not just being complacent I think a lot of dudes like, yeah, I'm pretty good at doing this and like this is my niche and I'm gonna stick with it. Like, nah, it's somebody that has your niche that's 5 years younger than you. You know what I mean?
Right and try to take that.
And and they coming for you. And so that's just kind of been my approach. Like, how can I always get better? How can I stay sharp? How can I find a way to be competitive even more or have a different competitive edge? And it's just, so I would say more so it's just the approach and the mindset.
So diet-wise, what's the plan? You got?
No sugars, no carbs. I try to cut carbs, cut sugar, keto, a lot more salads.
Yeah.
Just like I don't want nothing that's gonna like slow me down, make me bloated. You know what I mean? No inflammation, like all of that shit. Like I don't do candy no more. I don't.
You know the funniest thing? He told us the day he told us about this. He goes and gets some bubble gum.
We were like, nope.
And we was like, "There's sugar in there." He said he was chewing it.
And this was like day 3.
This was like
Just
day
told
one,
like
day
day-
2. Yeah.
And he was like, "I ain't none of this. I ain't doing none of this." And he goes get some gum and started chewing. We like, "There's sugar in there." He's like, "Oh, come on."
I can't have that.
He took it right
was
back.
new.
He said, "Oh,
It was new. I ain't know what I could do and can't do yet.
That's hard. I mean, shoot.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Since I've done that, like, I
Feel
feel
better?
You been
great.
feeling great?
I feel great.
I've always heard that though. Like,
Yeah. I wish I would have did. Like, it's hard to pitch that to me when I'm 22, 23, because I could eat anything
and still be,
and still
yeah.
be like that, like
Right.
him.
Is anybody doing it with you? Or are you just doing it by yourself?
I'm doing it by myself.
Yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing it by. I've been doing a ton of reading and researching on what it could do to your body, and
That's hard. It's little stuff like that, like you said, that the reason I keep telling people, like, I feel like our game is in a special place right now. Like, we have guys like you, we have guys like Brian, Katie, Steph, who've done it for, 10, 20, 15 years. Like Brian, 20-something years. And then we have guys like Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton. It's like a big mix, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's really cool right now to see like the transition, but y'all holding it down, like, for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all showing the way, y'all paving the way for like guys like, and then, ourselves coming up, because like now we see how it's supposed to look, you know what I'm saying? Then at the end of the day, y'all still doing things like this, giving back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you motivating everybody every single day on the podcast, and not just that, you being able to sit there and talk to people, talk to myself, it's really helped. And I think it's the game's in a good place.
yeah. Speaking of the just getting better and improving, you obviously showed that by winning Most Improved this past season. 4 years into the league, Most Improved award from year 3 to year 4. What was the biggest jump? Let me go further than that. After year 3, what was that summer like going into year 4 of what I need to work on that ultimately got you the Most Improved?
I think for me, the biggest thing that I kind of leaned on was like, look, I got 3 years under my belt. I know like how I played. I know how defense guarded me in the playoffs. I know those things. So it's like I was able to communicate with. I worked out with Drew a little bit. I worked out with Chris Johnson. I worked out with Tim when I'm back in Dallas. But I knew what I wanted to get better at. You know what I'm saying? Like my first couple years in the league, I'm just working. You know what I'm saying? I'm just working. I'm doing whatever the trainer tell me to do. But that particular summer, and now I feel like I'll do this for the rest of my career. I knew what I was going. Like you said, I kind of had some notes already written down. I got to get better at X, Y, Z. So as soon as I hit the ground running, listen, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to get better at. This is how I want to get stronger. And I knew, you know what I'm saying? And I knew those things. So because I knew those different things, when I came back to training camp and I came back to like just hooping and stuff like that, I had already been working on them. It's like I was confident in doing it. Because my biggest thing was, look, if it depends on what you do with James, I got to be able to make plays now. I can't just be out here just trying to score and do different things for myself. I got to be able to break people out down to dribble, create for others. I'm thinking for more, like my team, more, not just myself. I got to know how to play pick and roll with Joel, because that's a different aspect of the game. You know what I'm saying? Joel's not a lob threat rolling big. He's a popper. He's a short roller. He does different things like that. I got to know how to play handoff game with Joe. I got to know how to play, get like guys like Tobias up. I got to know how to get, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that was my biggest thing. I feel like my mind grew. And when my mind grew, my game grew. Because at that point, I was able to like, all right, now I got to manipulate defense. I know how to, when to score, when not to score, when to do different things like that. And then I knew how to get stronger. I knew what aspects I needed to get stronger at. So I think that was my biggest thing from 3 to 4 other than the years before. Because years before I was working hard. I'm in there at 6 a.m., shooting and doing all the dribble moves. But like, I knew what I was working. I felt like I was working smarter.
Right. So it was more of a methodical approach.
Yeah.
Like you knew exactly what you needed to get better at.
I knew exactly what I was going in there for. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I knew like, hey, I need to bring extra bodies because I want to work on reads. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed to be able to do that.
I like what I'm hearing from you. You do a lot of hard work, and with your new accolade of the Most Improved, I see that you are now for sure one of the best shot makers in the league. You've been shooting 45% from the field, 37% from the three, and I seen a little video. You working on your mid-range game, and I need to know how important being in the league, of course, is it to have a mid-range game and why?
It's extremely important, man, especially for like a guy like P, a guy like myself, because when it comes down to it in the playoffs, he shoots so well from 3. that's going to be one thing that the defense is going to try to take away. And I feel like I shoot. That's one of my best attributes. I shoot the three ball well, off the dribble and off the catch. So like the Knicks, and then even the year before that when we played the Celtics, they're like, listen, whatever we do, Tyrese cannot get a three off. You know what I'm saying? We run him off the line. It doesn't matter what we do. He can't get a three off. He can't get a layup. So everything has to be mid range. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's floaters, whether it's pull ups. Last summer I didn't work on it as much because I was really trying to get the breaking people down off the dribble and getting to the lane and passing, which I'm still working on that now. But like I know now, like in the playoffs, the mid range is so huge. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna need those shots, especially like late clock and different times like that. So that's gonna be a big improvement that I've been trying to work on, and I think it'll work out for us in the long run.
Yeah, no, it's to your point. The mid range is, and I know the analytics say otherwise. Right, it's a 3 and free throw layup lead. Right, but none of that shit matters come playoff time.
Yeah,
right? Points matter.
Points, buckets,
buckets. That's it. Buckets. Who can score the most at this point? A friend of the show, obviously Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese said, "You and De'Aaron are the two fastest players that he's played against. Obviously, you can't teach speed, and you being one of the fastest in the league." Walk us through that, because we all, especially,
he looks slow.
He looks slow.
I'm sorry.
You know what he?
This is a great time. He said
he can run a. What'd you say he can run?
What do you think he can run?
4.8. Probably like a. This is my man, so I'm gonna say 4.9.
That's giving him a lot of credit.
I take that.
That's giving him a lot of credit.
You my man. You know what I'm saying?
And I got sciatica. So, this ain't nothing. I got sciatica. And they just hate.
So I'm going to give you 4.9. What is it?
I will smoke his ass.
You think so?
Beyond.
100%?
When you want to race today?
I will put any amount of money up that I can beat you in it.
We may drop it on the podcast.
We doing it today. Y'all record this in the hot ass sun, too.
I was about to say, I don't think it's a good idea to do it today.
I think you and YT need to hit the race.
Yeah, y'all gonna cramp up.
That's what I'm saying.
Dehydrate.
Ass out. Don't gotta worry about that. Let's see who in most shape.
Shape and speed ain't got nothing to do with it.
Listen, we gonna see. This 42.
Right.
Come on.
Let's pivot back towards you utilizing your speed.
Right.
First of all, like where does the speed come from? Who in the family got the wheels?
So my mom ran track. She played volleyball and she played basketball.
That's the wheels.
Yeah, she did all that. And then my dad, he was a Division I basketball player.
Yeah.
They don't like when I say it. My parents are small, like 5'7", 5'6", 5'7", 5'8". They're that height.
Milkman.
So I was
Milkman
blessed.
situation right here.
I was blessed. I was really blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'll take my 6'2.5". But for me, like I've always been like faster. So it's like I just was running.
Yeah.
Like even like my rookie year, I had no brakes. I'm all gas, no brakes. I'm just running. And like I remember Sam Cassell told me, like, man, what would you do if you wasn't fast? Like, because I'm slow.
Saying that.
What would you do if you wasn't fast? Yeah. I'm like, I'm always fast. So what do you mean?
Yeah.
But he's like, think about it like this, man. Like, if you go slow to fast, you always got the defense on their heels because you can go right past them. Mm-hmm. But if you slow all the way down, they got to slow all the way down, and then you can go by them. Mm-hmm. So it's like my biggest thing was like manipulating the speed, being able to change speeds. That's another thing that I worked on like heavy last year. Shout out to Chris, shout out to Drew. But Drew was big on me like just slowing down and using my handle to manipulate. Okay, can I shoot? Can I drive? Can I go by? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that was the biggest thing for me. Yeah,
pace. That was the biggest adjustment you think you made year 3 to year 4.
That was one of the biggest adjustments for sure. Like I was able to I kind of be more at peace with my game. Like, I can slow down. Now I can break them down and I can go by, or I can, you know what I'm saying? I can do different things, and being able to do that kind of helped me a lot. But open court, yeah, it's.
Did he get you, P? When you at the Garden?
Come on, man. We're not gonna do that. Don't do
yeah.
I
just got to we gang now.
Listen, I'm a realist. So I was watching the highlights they posted, when he signed. I'm like, listen here, I thought he was on my team. Why they posted so many highlights of him scoring on me? Like, it was 2 highlights of him scoring on me. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, yeah, I said, I didn't even know. I almost text some people like, hey, what are we doing? We're the same team.
That is hilarious.
Like, I got switched on him one time, and he was breaking me down. He went up.
Motion.
Yeah, he went up, and I thought I was about to block it, and he did some type of thing with the ball, and they posted. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I'll break that ice. I was not very happy about that.
That is funny.
It's cool. That's whatever.
That is funny.
I'm happy he's here, so it's all good.
Yeah, we're on the same side. I ain't had nothing to do with that.
Sick.
You know what I'm saying? It's all
Disclaimer,
good.
I ain't had nothing to do with that.
Like, put the edit out of me. Just killing
Can you let young fella know? Just throw that one play that I had in there on. We just watched the Celtics win the championship, and the East is definitely shaping up to be interesting. The Knicks got a lot better. But Tyrese and P, I want to know what excites you guys the most about the Atlantic Division next season.
I mean, I think for me is being back out east, right? Being out west for the past 7 years of my career. To come back east, I think that alone excites me. And then just the comp, you know what I mean? Just the comp. Obviously, Boston is the team to beat. New York is iconic place to play. I miss playing there on twice within a season. And so that alone is enough to just get you excited about what's to come being out east now. So, I'm just looking forward to those battles. The East is I already know how the West was, right? The West was getting crazy. There's so much parity out West. Now the East is going to be a different battle. It's a different gameplay, I feel like, out East than it is out West.
Sure.
So then just trying to establish our dominance, amongst two other dominant teams within the division, let alone the conference. So, I'm just looking forward to that.
Yeah, piggyback off what he said, man. It's like, that's all I know. You know what I mean? I'm going on year 5, so that's all I know, the Boston and the Knicks 4 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I was telling somebody we played Boston in, not this year's playoffs, but last year's playoffs, and we went 7 games. We played them in the preseason too. So I'm like, bro, we played this team 13 times this year?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like real life war. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? If the thing in the East is that I'll say maybe a little bit different than in the West, is like these like historical battles, they go so far back and it means so much to like fans. Like when we, like even just this year playing the Knicks, like it was the first time we played them in like, I don't know how many years, like 30 years, something like that in the playoffs. So it's like playing them in the playoffs, like it was unbelievable. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I think the competition is going to be great. That's 3 teams has one goal in mind. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Every single day. Like when you have 3 teams in one division with one goal, like it's gonna cause some tension for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all you can ask for as a competitor. You know what I'm saying? You playing against the best of the best 4 times a year. That'll get you prepared for the playoffs.
Yeah. Tyrese, what do you think about the other additions? Obviously, you guys got PG, but there's a few other notable names, Caleb Martin, Drummond, and a few others. Who else are you looking forward to, becoming teammates and having the opportunity to play with?
Honestly, I got to play with Drummond a little bit. My second year in the league before, he was traded to the Nets, to Brooklyn. But Martin coming in is interesting for me because he did a lot of different things, like annoying things for Miami that was really good. Like he guards the best player.
Mm-hmm.
He's able to score the ball when he needs to score the ball. He can shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like then he's driving the ball, making plays.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing all those different things. Like he's like a really, really, really good like utility guy. Something that like I think we haven't had, and you could put him on like alongside a guy like Kelly, who's doing those different things and can give you like 20 sometimes like when we need it.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm very excited, man. I just feel like we have the right coach too that can like he's gonna put different combinations in there. He's not afraid to try different things. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna see. I know it for a fact now. You're gonna see a lot of different things. I'll tell you that. That's one thing about Coach Nurse is like he's open minded, man. He tries things and like it's really cool. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna tell us at the beginning of the year, like, listen, I'm gonna try some things. Some things gonna work. Some things aren't gonna work. But we're gonna have a lot in our playoff toolbox that we can throw at people. So I think we have the right coach for that, and it should be fun.
Yeah. That's I'm looking forward to squadding up with everybody. Obviously, I've won a gold medal with Kyle, so reaching out to him, I was super excited to now do this on the NBA scale. Obviously, Kelly, we've had our moments, but I'm looking forward to squadding up with Kelly. You know what I mean? I look at Kelly as somebody that I can help. Caleb Martin, I look forward to teaming up with Caleb. I think you're gonna love playing with EG. Eric Gordon.
Yeah, EG, yep.
Hell of an addition, I think, that we grabbed. Even a young fella, Jared McCain.
Yep.
I think, I think he's NBA ready to help. So I mean, I think it's just gonna be a fun ass opportunity. It's gonna be a hell of an opportunity. And I think we got a real shot.
Real shot. I think, like you said, it's a lot of people that's it's a right group to have together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got a guy like K-Lo who's won one, you know what I'm saying? And then we got a lot of hungry guys who want to win one, want to do something together and be successful together. And like I said, like you said, it's the right time of like people's careers to go out here and try to do something special. And,
Mm-hmm.
and we're in a special place. You know what I'm saying? We're in Philadelphia, a place that's hungry, a fan base, like I said, is going to rally behind us, hold us accountable, which is going to be good for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. Even shout out KJ. Shout out KJ Martin.
Oh,
coming
yeah,
back
he
to the
just
squad.
signed, yeah.
Yeah.
Got him a little something, something.
Yeah,
Congrats,
little
Jack.
something. Young legs back. Yeah, love that.
Well, before we end this show, man, when we get the young talent like yourself, you know, like you said, it's been 5 years. We don't like y'all to leave
4
this. He said his 5th year.
I'm going off. This is about to be year 5.
It's about to be year 5.
Same thing. Don't worry about that.
Don't put years on me, though.
Yeah,
He ain't hit 5 yet.
Well, with you being the young guest, man, I want to ask you going to be able to do this literally so many times because the man is on your team. But since you're on the show, is there anything that you want to ask this man over here?
Ooh.
Anything you want to ask?
All right, I'm okay. I'm gonna ask him this one because I want to say 13 years old.
I was old now.
Damn.
don't you? Yeah.
How old are you right now?
23.
Damn.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting old. I know.
This was peak P right here too. This was crazy.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So look, I got this one I want to ask. What was your reaction to being the cover of 2K Next Gen? Because for me, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
Like,
I like this question.
I want the game. I'm like, man, we gotta go get the game, bro. PG on that mother. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, PG on the next. Like, it was when the trailer came out, it was Next Gen. It was hard. So it's
Yeah.
like, what was your reaction to that? Because that was big time. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a whole new generation. The graphics looked crazy. I want to know what that.
Yeah, no, that was dog, that was because me being a fan, and you probably don't know 2K dated way back to 2000.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
When AI was on the cover. So you probably ain't know nothing about Dreamcast. You ain't never heard of Dreamcast,
No,
huh?
I ain't never heard
You never had to shoot free
I know
throws.
about-
Can we pull up the Dreamcast? So AI was on the cover. When 2K first came out, AI was the cover man for 2K on Dreamcast.
Right.
So I was a kid growing up playing that. So I used to love 2K way back then. And to now, you know, put it in full circle moment of having an opportunity to be on the cover now, bro, you couldn't, like,
That's like second.
that was it.
Yeah, that's like second to none,
Yeah,
bro.
it's second to none, bro. Like, I'm on a cover, like, people loading the game up and they see me.
Bro, I just remember like the trailer dropping. And I'm like, this is hard. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this is hard. Like, I was so ready to go get the game. Like, Mom,
Yeah.
look, man, PG on the cover.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, what are you talking about? I'm like,
Yeah.
man, Dad, you gotta tell her. PG on the cover, you gotta go get the game.
And you know what's funny behind it? So when I first started on 2K, right, I was trash. I was like 60s.
Like playing? Oh, you
Like
talking
my
about you?
player. I was like a
Oh,
60
yeah.
His
something
rating.
overall. My rating was garbage, right? But the homies ain't had no problem with me picking Pacers.
Yeah, facts.
Cause the nigga sucks.
Yeah.
Then I start getting nice and my
Bro, you can't play with him no more.
so then they start to put in a rule that you got a random. So
That's
I
wrong.
can't pick myself no more. I got a random. So then my counter was when I got on the cover, y'all motherfuckers can't tell me nothing.
can't tell me
I'm picking myself. Like,
Listen,
I'm on the
listen,
cover of this motherfucker.
I got a similar story that like for me, I missed like I was playing, like I was like, man, my junior year in high school, no, like my senior in high school, I'm like, man, I'm not playing the game no more. So I'm on the game.
Yeah.
So I finally get on the game. Like you said, I'm garbage. I missed like 2-3 laps. Like, man, I'm not playing this no more. So then the homies, they play 2K all the time. Like my best friends, they play 2K every day. And like gradually I started getting better and better and better at 2K. So I come back. I remember this summer, I'm like, man, I'm trying to play 2K. Come on, let's go. It's like, who you playing with? I said, what? Only one person getting the ball on this team.
Right,
Joel, you
right.
come and set screens, that's it. I
Right.
was like, man, you be cheating now. You running past
Right,
everybody,
right.
dunking. I said, man, I'm not trying to hear none of that, man. I'm about to get 50 and I'm winning.
Right.
I ain't, man. What? That's a dream come true, man. What you talking
That's
about?
true story. That's true story. Like
Yeah,
We
I,
go through this with him. Like we start a NBA 2K league.
we'll start a league.
Yeah,
right?
this is where the
Literally,
issue.
all his friends are in here right now. That's in the league with him.
Yeah.
Like we all here right now.
Right.
Is it now explain this to them. Is this the right rule or is this wrong? Tell them what.
All right,
So-
look,
so we do the
a
league.
draft,
Yeah.
and we release all the players. So say whatever team you
It's a
want.
fantasy
It don't
draft.
matter
Yeah,
what-
I got you.
fantasy.
I got you.
So fantasy, you can be the Clippers and have whoever on the team.
Right.
Don't matter what team he's on, he has to pick himself.
Duh.
Yeah.
And I could be
No,
like,
the
and they think
problem-
it's fucked up because
Why is that messed up?
Because if he has the 20th pick in the draft, and I'm over here sitting at 9, 10, and I'm looking
Thank
at
you,
like,
that
you know
was
what I
explained.
mean? He's a good 2K player. Like,
right.
so now I have to get stuck with, you know,
Somebody
I
we
don't
don't
want to
know
throw
me.
names out
That's
there,
on
but it's
y'all.
like,
That's
What you
on
mean
y'all.
that's on
That's
us?
not my
hey, it
problem.
should be on the draft.
That's not my problem.
He's a drafty that
Because we've been
that's
in
accepted
leagues.
to get drafted. Let us get him.
Nah.
It's been years where I had like the 4th pick, and
Right.
I'm picking myself.
Right,
like,
of course. Off rip.
We can understand that, but like he
I'll
just
give you that.
explained.
I
The
can fight you on that one,
like,
Coach.
come on,
We gotta
man.
pass over
We
him?
gotta wait. We can't pick Paul George all this
It's just when
time.
you have a
Who we
weird
gonna
like
get?
9, 10 pick and you're like,
I'll
he's
pick-
clearly the best player
Yeah.
available, and it's like you gotta that tier. Once you get to 9, 10, it's tough.
And then if you don't know basketball too much like these guys,
Right.
So we did one not too
Oh,
long
yeah,
ago with Tyrese Halliburton in the shit with us, and they did their first pick. Guess who my first pick was? And I thought it was amazing.
and we doing a fantasy
We doing
draft.
fantasy. I
This
picked
motherfucker
Shaquille
picked
O'Neal.
the old Shaq.
Yeah, but
Why you was doing that?
Jackie had a
because
wild team.
I didn't know the way that we did it. The year, I guess, where we was going,
Yeah.
I picked him at a year where he was damn near old, but it seemed young.
And they didn't even take that, did they?
And he was doo-doo.
They just let you pick them right.
Yeah, and then they laughed
we were
at
all
me.
laughing.
They laughing, why you picked that pick? I'm like, because I could have picked him earlier, you know. But anyways, that's what we go through because he's on the video game, man.
Yeah.
And I know your friends gonna be go through the same shit that you do.
Well, they know if I'm
Yeah.
playing 2K, I ain't playing with nobody
Thank
else.
you. I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah, nah. I ain't.
I want to see. Well, now y'all on the same team now. I wish y'all was. On
I'm for
separate-
sure
I would've
playing with us
loved-
now.
I would've
Yeah, what
loved-
happens if you
I would've
guys play
loved
against
to
It's
see
each
y'all
other?
Sixers.
play.
Each other?
Sixers versus Sixers.
Sixers.
Yeah,
Home and
it
away?
may be there. It may be.
We gotta do. You gotta pick. You put yourself in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
With 4
Other people.
other
Okay,
reserves.
yeah, I got you.
And I
I got
pick
you.
myself
I
4
got
reserves.
you. That's fair.
You PS5?
That's fair. Yeah, PS5.
Okay, we good. Then.
Yeah, PS5.
There you go.
Locked in.
PS5 for sure.
Hey, Brody, we don't want to take up too much of your time. We appreciate you coming through Blessing Podcast B.
Yes, sir.
It's a wrap on the episode. Y'all stay tuned. Peace.
Appreciate y'all, man.